Sorry about that, guys. My video cut off on me, so tonight's video will be in two parts. For number 4, it says graph each of the equations below on the coordinate grid. Describe each graph and tell whether or not the equation represents a linear function. So, yes, it's linear because it's in the form y equals mx plus b. So, when I graph it, I know that the plus 2 is the initial value. That's where I start. I start at 0, so that's going to go here. And I know that I'm changing by 2. So when I go up 2, I'm really going to go up. When I go up 1, I go up 2. I know that it's linear, and so I should make a straight line. For B, it is not linear because there is an exponent. If I was to graph it, I'll graph it in a different color. I'll graph it in blue. My y-intercept, my initial value is still 2, but it's x squared. X squareds are not linear. If I was to solve it, I could make a chart and use my -2, -1, 0, and 1 numbers like we used to do. -2 squared is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 2 is 3. That would be a 2, and that would be a 3. So I would have -2 and 6. I would have -1 and 3. 0 and 2. 1 and 3. It would look like that. It would make a U shaped. Number 5. Which of these equations are linear functions that go through the point 0, 6? Explain your reasoning. Y equals x plus 6 because it's in the form y equals mx plus b, so it's linear, and 6 is the initial value. Also, y equals 2x plus 6 because it's in y equals mx plus b form, and its initial value is 6. Number 6. The graph of an equation is shown at the right. Explain why the equation is a linear function, then explain how to write the equation. So it's linear because the graph makes a straight line. The equation, we know it needs to be y equals mx plus b. My initial value is where I start at 0, so it's going to be a plus 3. To go from my rate of change, I need to write down the points I can read clearly. -2 and 0, and 0 and 3. I have to go up 2, and I have to go up 3. So my rate of change is y over x, 3 over 2. The equation is y equals 3 over 2x plus 3.